Let's talk about the Scott Addict, the new one. Reasons to buy, reasons to avoid. Okay, let's get the reasons to buy. You don't know much about cycling and you think the latest is the greatest. That's the reason to buy. Or you just like the look of this bike. That's the reason to buy. Okay, that's the only two reasons. You like the look of it and you don't know much about cycling. Reasons to avoid. Reasons to avoid. Now, I'm a fan of the Scott Addict series. Well, I used to be until they turned into junk like this. Reasons to avoid. All right, if we zoom in here, we can see. Can we zoom in on this one? We can't. We can zoom in here. This integrated bar stem combo is just a nightmare to bike fit with. Okay, so reasons to avoid. If you value bike fit, avoid this bike. Okay, if you value a bike that's easy to work on, avoid this bike. If you value wheels that are safe, then avoid this bike. These hookless things, man, hookless wheels on road are absolutely, ridiculously dangerous. Hookless rim. If you get a blowout or something like that, these roll off the rim. The tire rolls off the rim so easy. The reason why the bike companies are loving doing hookless right now is because it's far cheaper to make. They don't have to put any resins in there, the hook and stuff like that. It's just they use less resins and they don't have to worry about the hook. It's just a cheaper disposable product. And if you look at the tire compatibility, okay, it cannot exceed more than 72 psi. So people, that's great. I don't like hard tires. My bones, they rattle around. I want comfort. Then get a fucking gravel bike, man, and run 40 psi and be done with it. Okay. This is meant to be a road bike. 100 psi, 120 psi, 25mm tire. Let's go, bro. Let's go. Okay. What is this bullshit? And let's talk about reasons to avoid this bike. This bike would ride like shit. I've ran 70 psi in my S-Works Tarmac SL8, and it just feels so sluggish. Okay? When I want to ride on a road bike, I want to feel responsiveness. I want to feel every watt going into the road. I don't want to feel some slug. Okay? That's feel like gravel bikes and stuff, man. Okay? Road bikes. We want to feel we want to feel the world underneath us, man. Okay? That is a road bike for me. I used to race in 18mm tires. 25 is max for me when in terms of going speed fast. 28 for cobbles. 28 for gravel. 28 for e-bike plus, etc. But this road bike is just tragedy. It's absolute tragedy. It's just. And let's talk about the fragility. This frame. The reason to avoid this frame would be so light. How light is this bike? They really pushed the weight on this one. Lightest frame production bike ever. Blah 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 blah. So it's just going to be incredibly fragile. Incredibly fragile. If you crash this thing, if you just drop it, man. Here's the thing. If this bike's at the cafe and it drops on its side, you should replace the bar stem combo because it's not designed for an impact like that. This bike would crack so easy. So easy, okay? So do you want a bike that's fragile? And here's the thing. For about $1,000 USD or Aussie, you could build up a Scott Addict lighter than this one, okay? You can run some tubulars on there if you want. If you want a full-on Addict, man. I bought an Addict recently, Durace. It was brand new, it's Oracle Green Edge team stock, but a brand new bike. It hadn't been ridden. $2,500 Aussie, man. 11-speed Durace DR2. Rides so good. Come with Durace wheels. It's just a sick bike, man. Sick bike. So then, and then these wheels here are absolute garbage, junk, disposable rubbish. 72 psi. 72 psi for a road wheel. It just feels so sluggish. Durianrider, my average speed's 20k an hour, and I don't like the bumps. Okay, cool. But get a gravel bike, bro. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Look at this. 38mm tires. What the fuck? We've run 38mm tires on an Addict? What the fuck is... So the road bike industry now is just basically just profiteering at an absurd level. The price of these bikes, this is about $19,000 Australian. So it's up there with the the S-Works tarmac in terms of retail price. This is a joke, man. Road cycling market is becoming a joke. These bikes ride like shit. They're fragile. You can't fit them up properly to yourself. They're just high maintenance, and they're highly disposable, and they're fragile, and you can't fit them. You can't dial your bike fit in. All right. Bike fit changes all the time. Some weeks I'm running a longer stem. Sometimes I rotate my bars around. This stuff, man. This doesn't work if you buy mechanics. This is purely profit driven. It's not designed for the bike rider. It's not designed for the mechanic. It's not designed for the bike fitter. It's purely designed for the noobs out there who just want the latest shit. Okay? So there you go. That's the facts, man. I'm here to tell you the truth when it comes to bike stuff. People expect it. I like doing it. End of story. Scott Addict, the latest one, bucket of shit. Guaranteed.